Hey everybody, Jimbo here. I'm on a... Oh, that's right. I don't know what's up with this window, but it seems to think that it does not want to go up anymore. No, it does. I don't know. Only fluke I have with this car is that window, and this is a common problem with these cars apparently. But I'll take that over some other things that I have. But anyways, channel update. I did not make any videos this week. I've been kind of, my right foot has been kind of a problem last week, and so I just stayed off my feet. Basically almost all week. I did like half shifts at work, which I've already burnt my vacation. Sick time doing that. So next paycheck, this coming one this week's gonna suck. So I haven't been ordering anything. I haven't been, I ordered a distributor for another project I got coming up, but I haven't gotten it yet, and I don't know if I'm gonna get it. I'm probably gonna cancel the order. They never shipped it, and that was ordered a week and a half ago. Anyways, so yeah, I haven't done anything all week. And even on my days off, I didn't really do anything. I was just kind of in bed playing video games and watching YouTube and stuff, and just resting my foot. And plus, my calf was just killing me. So just kind of rested up all week, and my foot and leg is way better off this week, so I might actually be able to go through a whole week of work without having to go home. So it's kind of affected, my want or my ability to order some more parts, because YouTube checks are getting kind of light in the next few months because of this whole, I think it's because of this Corona thing. They're a lot less than they were last year. But I don't know. We'll find out. See how they look the rest of the year. But yeah, I've been using most of that or all of it, to pay for a lot of the stuff I've been doing. And hey, got a car payment I gotta make. So, and pay bills and stuff. So, truck stuff's gonna kind of be on the back burner for maybe a month or two. My diesel truck, I need to re-gear the front. Differential, but I'm not going to order any parts until I start getting my money flow back up. And with that, I wanted to talk about some projects that I've got lined up for this year, and the order of them may change, and I may even decide not to do them all together. You never know with me. I change my mind a lot on stuff. So first of all, the 4-wheel drive, the diesel truck. In about this time, I had planned to pull the 4BT and do kind of a rebuild and upgrade and whatnot to it. I've decided to push that back a little bit further. What I wanted to get out of the way is re-gearing the axles and kind of making some modifications to my drivetrain and just getting that a little bit squared away. And so far, that truck is so much nicer with 410s. Now I'm looking forward to doing the front. The front, I have some mods and stuff I want to do. There's one part that I'm actually looking for, trying to make sure I get the right deal for what I have. So waiting on that, or waiting to figure that out. I gotta call around and make sure I get the right part on that before I order it. And I'm kind of in between an ARB air locker and a like a lunchbox locker, kind of like a Spartan locker. I just watched a video of one in a Jeep on my first break, and it looked like it worked pretty good, and it wasn't noisy or anything, and it didn't cause any weird drivability issues. So I'm thinking I might go that route, but I'm not quite sure. I'm gonna do a little bit more research and just go in my head and justify if I really want to do that. So first thing, when we get back to working on stuff here in the next few weeks or a month, or whenever I get some more money in, I'm going to order everything I need for the front end. If I go with that torque, I think it's torque or torque locker, that's that and the re-gearing and the bearing kits and stuff that I'm gonna get, it's about, just over $1,000. If I go the ARB route, I'm looking at about $1,900, and that's not even including doing the air compressor and stuff. So I may go the cheaper route, especially, for my off-road use. Having an automatic locker might actually be a better and cheaper route to go. So there's that. The second project is dealing with the 85 two-wheel drive truck. I had it up for sale. Nobody's really interested in it, and since I've sold my tow dolly and my long bed trailer, which is essentially the same half of the 85, I decided to keep that truck around because I'm going to use that as my dump truck to make dump runs, scrap runs, or whatever. But I don't like the EFI system that's in it, and I think I'm going to ditch it. The 460 injectors, they work, and it does make it a little tough to start when it's cold, but I figured if you just give it a tiny bit of throttle when you go to first start it and then just rev it real quick, it, fires it up, and it runs decently after that. But I just don't like the way it runs, period, because, it seems okay, and then sometimes it's not okay, and sometimes it starts good, sometimes it doesn't. It's real intermittent, and it was like that with the factory flow rate injectors. Now it's doing kind of the same thing with the 460 injectors, although it is starting a lot easier when it's warm. It's not flooding out when it's warm, or when you go to prime the fuel system. But I'm thinking what I'm going to do with that truck is we're going to put a carburetor on it. I'm going to probably go to the junkyard and try and find an Edelbrock or a Holley and some kind of 4-barrel intake manifold. So we'll need to look around at the junkyard for some 302 4-barrel manifolds, and then some kind of 4-barrel carburetor. I'm hoping to find like a 1405 or 1406 Edelbrock, either electric choke or manual, or a Holley of some sort, something in the 600 CFM range. I've heard it's pretty good for the 302. So that and long tube headers, we're going to get rid of the cats, all the emission stuff we're just going to get rid of. We're going to do long tube headers, not necessarily straight pipe, but we'll get some kind of muffler, and then a whole new dual exhaust out the back. We'll just do duals with long tube headers. I'm going to leave it 2-wheel drive. I've already got a 4-wheel drive truck, don't need another one. So there's that project of mine that I kind of want to do with that truck. And then moving forward after that, I would like to do a 5-speed swap. For right now, I'm going to just keep that automatic in there and make that all work with the carburetor setup. But I would eventually like to put a 5-speed in it, and then I want to go through that 9-inch and maybe put like a 375 gear set in there, and redo all of that, because I don't think I did the gears the first time right. I'm pretty sure I didn't do them right. It kind of vibrates a little bit, so I think something's wrong with that differential, and I want to smooth it out a little bit, if you know what I mean. So that's kind of my lineup for that truck, or those 3 things. Just getting that engine to where it just runs on dirt, basically, which is my way of saying throwing a carburetor on it. It's already got the alternator upgrade. That's been really nice. Oh, and I would like to put a serpentine belt conversion on that. So, 5-speed, and then redoing the gears and the rear differential, and then, adding, like I did with the other truck, adding power ports and stuff here and there, put a new radio in it, sound system. So I would imagine, in the next year or two, we'll have all that stuff kind of done. I'm not going to try to get it all done this year. I really want to just get it to where it can be relied upon. And since the engine runs so good, and it's not out of time like my 351, I think it'll do just fine with a carburetor, and and I'm not daily driving it. But if I want to take it to the dump and drop a load off, I'm going to be able to do that without it having an issue. But first priority is taking care of the diesel truck. Let's get the front end dealt with, and then we'll move over to the junkyard truck. and start kind of building it up a little bit. So that's kind of where I'm at with the channel for, you know, this year, and also going into next year, is just modifying the trucks and stuff. I don't really have anything wrong with the diesel truck other than the fact that I need to, well, my tires need to be rebalanced. They've been on there for about 2 years and haven't been rebalanced yet. Front end needs to be gone through and done up and stuff, and yeah. Let's see, what else did I want to talk about? Yeah, someone keeps asking me, I don't know who's asking me this, probably Ted Smith. He's asking me, oh, you still got that new car? I'm like, yes, I'm sitting in it right now. And like I said, the only problem I have is this window just doesn't want to stay up, so I'm going to have to take it to the dealer and have them deal with that. Otherwise, that ABS thing I had when I first got it, it stopped doing it ever since I unplugged that one ABS connector. It came on once, but it's been very minimal, and it doesn't matter if it's pouring down rain or not or whatever. It just hasn't come on. That's been kind of nice. Otherwise, I've been getting, well, I'm sitting at 40 miles a gallon. I come up to my car and sitting here with the thing on, and it runs for a little bit once in a while. This thing has saved me so much money in fuel. It usually costs me between 25 and 30 bucks to fill every 420 miles. Now, it's usually how far I go before I need to fill up. It says 517. I could probably take it very easily to 517. But I usually, you know, fill up at 420 something. But yeah, I've been really happy with it. It's been very nice, very comfortable, and got a lot of creature comforts, and you know, I just don't really have to do anything to it. I don't have to, you know, replace the bushings and the control arms and put new wheel bearings on and do all this other stuff. I just want to focus on working on my trucks, because once I have a, you know, when my daily driver has a problem with like needing suspension work, I want to go through it all, and I get OCD about it, and that's how I was with the Lincoln. So this car is pretty taut, so I don't have to do anything to it. I did upgrade the mirror puddle lamps to LED. There's a little lamp underneath the mirror on both sides, and I put LED lights in the back for the reverse and the license plate light. And that's kind of really all I've done to this car. Topped up the coolant. They were low on both reservoirs, so they're nice and full now. And just change the oil and tranny fluid, and so she's, you know, good till 100,000 miles. I'll need another transmission fluid change, and then at 80,000 miles I'll change the engine oil. Yeah, someone commented, like, this was videos ago, oh man, I can't believe you got a Fusion. It's like, you should have got another Lincoln or whatever. Or someone makes some comment, oh, they should have just got a Lincoln. And you're like, yeah, I don't know. The Lincoln was a nice car, but you know, they are money pits. And what I hated about the Lincoln is, it seems like, you know, luxury cars like Lincolns and Cadillacs, they're like, hey, let's make these buttons where they're held with these tiny little bosses for screws underneath, and when you push on it after 5 years they break out. So I think that's kind of what I'm kind of rambling now, but that's pretty much what I wanted to cover in this video. What I've got planned for this year and next year, and what's going on right now. Right now, I'm kind of slowing down. Right now, I'm going to probably make some videos here in a few weeks. Maybe a month. I've got one that I can think of that I need to do, but honestly, I don't think it's worth making a video. I need to redo the wiring on my electric fan setup on my truck. I stupidly wired them in series instead of parallel. So anyways, I'm going to cut this video off here. I'm going to edit it down a little bit on my phone here and get it posted. And yeah, I gotta head back into work here. Luckily, we're essential, so I still have a job to work. Although I've been kind of not going to work some days. I've had a few days where I'm not feeling well, and I've had last week my foot was just killing me. So yeah, gotta be slow just for a little bit. Unless we get those stimulus checks, that might change. Well, I'll still Yeah, let's not talk about that. Let's use those for bills. Anyways, guys, comment down below, ramble your brains out. See you later.